Pick up the phone! Pick up the phone! Pick up the phone! Pick up the phone!
Seaton. Yes, I know what time it is. It's 15:46. It's the 29th of May, but more importantly, it's Saturday morning. There's been a murder. What, Cardinal David Beaton, the Bishop of StAndrews? And the body's where? Okay, it'll take me about 10 minutes to get dressed. It'll take me about an hour to get to StAndrews. Is it the castle, you say? Okay, I'll see you in an hour and 15. Because I need a poo, that's why. Somebody get my horse! Hiya, I'm Bruce Fummey from Scotland History Tours. If you're interested in the people, events and places in Scottish history and you want some great ideas about places to visit in Scotland, then subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I make a new YouTube video. In the meantime, let me tell you a story. Okay, so the deceased is Cardinal David Beaton, yeah? Wasn't his uncle, the Archbishop here at StAndrews before him? What else do we know? Let's walk and talk. So let me get this straight. Some religious reformers have used the cover of building work being done to disguise themselves as Masons. They've gained entry to the castle. They've overcome the guards, they've murdered Cardinal Beaton, mutilated his body, and then left it outside his window for all to see. That's some way to start a weekend. Oh, that is nasty. How long's the body been up there? Have we any idea of a motive? What, George was it? The religious reformer that Cardinal Beaton had burned at the stake here 3 weeks ago? Yeah, that fairly stirred up a hornet's nest. And it's come back and stung the Cardinal in the bum. But we've got to get to the bottom of it. Is that another body in the ditch? Who's that? The porter. So he was just collateral damage. Poor sod. So as far as we know, the perpetrators are still in there. Any sign of them coming out? Yeah, I can see why they had to disguise themselves as Masons to get in. The place looks impregnable. Could take months to get them out of here. You know what I reckon? I reckon there'll be a siege. The besiegers will try and undermine the outer walls of the castle, but the defenders will successfully countermine. Yeah, after that, I reckon the besiegers will bring up cannon. They might even use St Salvador's Tower. But they'll fail, because the defenders will be able to shoot the gunners. The English will use the North Sea to try and bring in some supplies for the Protestant defenders, but that's all the help they'll get from Henry. Yeah, I reckon some of the defenders will die of malnutrition. Eventually, I reckon the Scottish regent will end the whole thing by imposing a French naval blockade and bringing up special troops. Yeah. All in all, I reckon it'll take 14 months. And if it doesn't, my name's not Marty McFly. No, I know my name's Seaton. It was a joke. Okay, make sure this place is surrounded. Try and find out as much as you can about Cardinal David Beaton. I'm going to head down to the Martyrs' Monument. I need to think. The Martyrs' Monument. The monument to George Wishart? The guy whose barbecue started this whole thing is down by the Royal and Ancient Clubhouse. The Royal and Ancient, the home of golf, one of the oldest clubhouses in the world. Yeah? No, I know it won't be there for 300 years, so use Google Maps. Hey, and call me.
Pick up the phone! Pick up the...
Hey, McTaggart. 2 seconds, just let me get parked, eh? Okay, so what have you got in the victim? Okay. Educated at the universities of StAndrews in Glasgow, then studied civil and canon law in Paris. Ambassador in France for James V. Oh, get him! He was involved in the negotiations of both of James's marriages to high-powered French women. One of them was Francis I's daughter, wasn't it? Made Bishop of Mirepoix and Languedoc on the recommendation of Francis I. Oh, we are a proper Francophile, aren't we? That explains why he falls on the pro-French side of 1540 Scottish politics. And well connected. Yeah, the word in the streets is that it was him that made sure that the wee Queen Mary didn't marry Henry VIII's son Edward. Actually, there's talk about her being sent off to marry the Dauphin in France. No, of course you didn't hear about it because you read the Daily Mail. If you read the National, you'd know that a lot of people blame Beaton for Henry VIII invading Scotland in the first place. And now we've got the English occupying towns and castles. Ah, you're right, it has been a rough wooing. Actually, that's a good phrase. I'm going to use that in my report. No, you're not getting credit for it. Shut it. Seems to me that our victim Beaton has got a lot of his jobs through cronyism and nepotism. When did you say that he took over from his uncle as Archbishop of StAndrews? February 1539. Right, so 7 years ago. Right. What about the ringleaders? Norman Leslie, Master of Rothes, and William Kirkcaldy of Grange. What do we know about them? It just all seems a bit extreme. Murder a cardinal and hang his corpse outside his castle just because he burnt a reformer at the stake? I mean, that's going to lead to excommunications, isn't it? It's difficult enough trying to get a Celtic season ticket. There's got to be something more. There's got to be some other kind of motivation, surely. Have you got anything else? Ah! And of course, men of the cloth aren't supposed to get married, unofficial or no. 8 children? Oh, Cardinal Beaton, we have been naughty. Okay, so basically what you're saying is that he's seen as a personification of the war with the English, the hypocrisy of the church, and our Catholic links with France. Okay, round up all the Glasgow Rangers supporters in the area. I'm going to hit the streets and then meet me at the Martyrs Monument. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, put out an APB on John Knox. An APB. Just find out where he is. Listen, we need to get the word out there. So make sure as many people as possible share this, give the investigation a thumbs up, subscribe for updates and ring the notification bell. Have you got that? Because if they don't click all for notifications, they won't get updates. What century are you living in, McTavish? Right, I'll see you at the monument. Don't be late. I thought I told you not to be late. Have you got anything on John Knox? Don't give me that. Somebody must know something. They can't be that tight-lipped. They're not real Masons.
Pick up the phone! Pick up the phone! Pick up the phone!
Hey, boss. Yeah, I've been working the case all day. And you know what? I don't think it's all about religion. I think there's politics and personal animosity involved as well. Okay, so the perpetrators were these new modern Protestant reformers, but they also were pro-English and they supported the wee Queen marrying Henry VIII's son. Plus, the ringleaders were Norman Leslie of Rothes and William Kirkcaldy of Grange. Well, the Leslie interests have been affected by Cardinal Beatons' interests growing in Fife, and Kirkcaldy of Grange's uncle James was removed from his position of Treasurer of the Realm. I think it's personal. Well, you might not like it, boss, but that's what's going on in my report. Look, if you're not convinced, why not come down here yourself, spend a day here? There'll be a link to a video in the top left-hand corner. Click that, come down here, spend a day down here. Okay, boss. Hami and Dochus can be a lamb alive. Cheery and Drasta.